My only experience with manual vehicles is my motorcycle. So, just wanted to get something that's good on gas, kind of economy vehicle. So, does motorcycles manual skill translate into driving a manual car? So, we're gonna see if I can figure out how to drive it. Got my Crocs on. Should probably wear something else, but it's okay. I'm in sport mode. It is in a good shape, but one thing I want to comment about Carvana, it was super simple. The caveat is the car does not look as clean as I thought in person. So if I expected it to be like super clean, it's in good condition, but it's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. And Carvana charges a little extra, but they give you really good trade-in value. Reason I wanted to go with Carvana is because when I was purchasing my truck after the lease was up, I sat there for 5 hours just to do 20-minute long paperwork. Reason being is they were really trying to get me to sign up for their whatever extended warranties, get me to spend extra than I had to. They tried to shove a dock fee in, but I did my research. I got taken for the ride once, and I did not want to do any of that. So once they can see that there's no way they can get extra money out of you at the dealership, they're going to make you wait, and your experience is not going to be as nice. I kind of already messed with how to start it and stuff, and I've kind of played with this thing, a shifter knob. It's funny. Every time I moved this, I had this like flashback to martial arts movie, like. All right, so now, how do I start? It just tells me. Oh, that's accessory mode. Let's turn that on. Wait, look at that, police. Wouldn't that be weird if they just come in here and give me a hard time for wearing a helmet? Because that's the only way for me to record. Right. And to start on my motorcycle, what I do is pull the clutch and start. Let's see if that works. Sure does. So that's already the same. That's a good sign. Yeah, parking brake. What does it say? To release the parking brake, brake plus push. So like, push the brake. Oh. Okay, so we are neutral. We don't have a parking brake on. Let's go into the first. So, same with a bike, I guess. Clutch and shift. Okay. So let's take the brake off. On my bike, when I was learning, all I did was put it in the first, very slowly release the clutch, and let the engine just roll me forward to learn. Let's see how that works in this. Super slowly, so we don't stall. And we're rolling. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's try again. All right. And then we stop. Okay, I press brake and clutch both. Now let's see how I go to the right side. I don't know if you see, but there's a little bit of slope going upslope. So I'm gonna have to add a little bit of throttle. I'm so glad there's like no cars and nobody watching right now. All right, slowly. It's just rolling, as I haven't put in any throttle. So I saw a car. Let's just wait on that. Oh, we're rolling backwards. I know in a friction zone, since I get a little bit of power to the wheel, it would prevent me from rolling, but I don't think I could manage getting into friction zone without stalling on upslope. So let's just let it roll a bit, put a little throttle. Whoa. And we are driving. And in a first. I'm not shifting though. One thing, I guess, compared to bike is all this decades of driving does not disappear. Like, I'm not nervous like I was on a bike. All right, we're still in the first. So let's brake. Oh. Okay. Woo! Oh. First gear is so short though. I guess that's how it is in the cars. My Gixxer goes like 70 something in first gear. All right, so brake and clutch so I don't stall, and throttle. Oh. Okay. Yeah, where was I? One thing is for sure. Every time I got to like extra speed on my motorcycle, on Ninja 400, or even on the second bike, which was Gixxer, it felt super awesome. But at this, it's just like car, man. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot more fun once I learn how to drive this car smoothly. But it's still a car. It's like I'm not like having super fun or anything right now. It is new, and that is exciting part. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is practice a little bit of uphill starts with no stall. All right, so clutch, brake, and let's go back to neutral. Okay, so let's park. It just rolls me back. I still know how to park and use the brake, so I don't have to do anything else. All right, so there you go. Now I'm safe. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm gonna practice a little bit of uphill starts. Brake, clutch, parking brake, and let's see, do we roll back? Yes, sir. And let's just ease the clutch and see when it starts to engage. All right, I'm looking at the RPMs. All right, I can see that it's dropping and it's vibrating right now at like half in. Let's take the, oh, so that was enough to take me forward. So that's good to know. If I do everything really well at this upslope level, I don't even need to add any throttle. Oh, there we go. I'm at the friction biting point, and I'm gonna push back it all in. Oh, so let's keep a little bit of brakes on. Get to the friction zone. And I'm rolling forward. Let it all out all the way, and it's just going. This would not be the case on any of my bikes. I would have to add a throttle. This engine is loud though, like imagine Honda. That's it. All right, let's try shifting forward. So, clutch, second, let it out slowly. Oh, okay. We got it. Oh, wait, no. I'm in second though. Do you downshift into first? Okay, go back to first. Get off the brake and slowly. And we are moving. This is why it is important to practice with no pressure around you, so you can like be slow and learn how to be smooth. All right, let's brake and clutch again. And like, because of the bike, I already know. There we go. Yeah, what was I saying? I already know all the concepts. Like, I'm not learning anything new. I already know what is rev matching. I already know what is clutch and how it works. I don't exactly know difference between dry clutch and wet clutch that much, other than wet clutch has oil in it and it can take more abuse. It's definitely not as exciting as it was on a motorcycle, that's for sure. Alright, let's try and be a little more aggressive with it. It says 25. Alright. Clutch. Second. Oh. Let's get to 25. Well, I don't know. It's only got 200 horses, but it feels quite a bit quick. I know my truck was actually faster than this car, but it didn't feel as quick. Yeah, I'm still not sure. When I'm coming to stop, when I'm slowing down on this, do I stay in second or do I downshift to first before coming to stop? Yeah, so that's something I'm still not sure about. On my Gixxer, I always downshift to first and then come to stop. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that in car. I guess I'll try it, but not now. Clutch first. Oh, fuck. Why did it do that? Ripping in first. Let's pull to the right, so let him go. He's so aggressive. What a... Just because you got bands and slow and push. And third, oh, that's nice, it didn't lunge forward. And brake. Alright, let's try to go right. Let's take a breather. Yeah. What was I saying a while ago? Yeah, everybody says to take it to an empty parking lot where you can practice all of this. But the question is, how do you get to empty parking lot before you know how to get there? Because you don't know how to drive yet. Right? Unless they dropped it off at the parking lot. Yeah, if you probably don't know about me, I always keep my car super shiny. My truck was always clean. I'm gonna keep that in there just in case I get a pass. I guess one thing I have to say is I wish this thing had a gear indicator like on GSXR. I guess I did not appreciate it because I wasn't sure a few times if I was in a right gear after I messed with shifting a little bit. Alright, let's go to first. So one thing I want to say is this is not scary at all because one, I'm going at walking pace, and two, I already know how to drive. I just don't know how to go forward faster smoothly. And I still have my basic driving skills. Alright, that was good practice. I'm gonna chill out a little bit, calm down, and practice a little bit later when there's nobody outside. Because I think I was doing pretty well until somebody got behind me, and that kind of threw me off my game. So far, how do I feel? I like this in a way, but it's my expectations were here, it's not. It's like here. It's still more fun, I think, than my truck was. Because I'm sure once I get used to shifting, it's gonna be effortless like it is on a motorcycle, and I like the action of shifting around. I don't know if I like how short the first and second gear were earlier, because on my GSXR I can go like 100 and something miles on a second gear. So this is kind of a big drop. Let's hear the engine. Dude, this is such a Honda sound. I think you have advantage knowing all the concepts already, but you have to learn how to execute all of that. I would have definitely stalled so much more if I didn't know how to drive my motorcycle or ride. I forgot to mention, car came with a tint. I know we can only have like 30% tint or 70%. I don't know which one is the lighter one. And I have no idea what percentage that is. I'm not gonna spend money to take this thing off. I do like the tint. It makes the car feel a little more cozy. Alright guys, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.